I got to stream up versus Dev. Freestyle.
Oh boy.
Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the link. Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking.
Josh, this dude's actually mad, bro.
I know. I love it.
It's awesome.
Moments ago, what a city of brotherly love is.
All that shit coming a mile away, man.
Eagles fly as they get ready to match up with the New York Giants.
Like, bro, you typing paragraphs and all, bro.
The holiday season is upon us.
He said your skill is equal to that of a 9-year-old with access to YouTube.
Much respect, sir. Go, 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 go! Take it to the house! Let's go, Tony!
Bro, I only scored 35 points.
He will take this all the way.
How many did he score?
Oh, he scored 10 points.
I would tell him, well, sounds like you need to go look at YouTube.
I just took the opening kickoff to the house.
He just got goddamn housed by a fucking goddamn 9-year-old. His own words.
But I think they looked at it from the offensive team's perspective. You know, get the opening kickoff.
Opening kickoff to the house,
A lot
guys.
of people are now going to say, okay, now your offense, will they be out of whack? No.
Darius Tony. Man is different.
Dude, how we were like setting up the game, he didn't seem like this type of guy.
No, it's because they had nothing to lose.
Because he assumed he was going to beat the bricks off you. You're a new dude. You come in. This is my house. And you waxed him.
I swear to God, I'll turn this fucking game off.
Just say hashtag JTDG. Some are, some aren't.
Teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
Welcome to the no rules version, homie.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Those are probably the only 7 points I'm going to score.
Nah, you're gonna get lucky. Is this a big game?
No, I needed to stay. I don't even know if I can make the playoffs or not. I mean, I have to win this game to have any chance, I would assume. I'm only 7-7, dude.
They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down. A give running left, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
Yeah, what
No,
stood out
sir.
to me on tape,
Not going to run the ball on me.
to the football. So that tells me that they've
You're
got
going to have to
all their
bomb me.
assignments down, and they're playing with extreme
Which I know you
confidence.
want to do anyways.
Hey Josh, I said appreciate it. Imagine losing to a 9-year-old, and then he said apparently with the brain size of a peanut. Well, if you didn't understand what's implied there. This dude's like.
Ask him, so you big mad or just a little mad? I wouldn't fuck with him. Not asking that. I would respond.
Check 99. Check 99. Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip.
Working out of the gun, Franks going deep here for Watkins.
Got you. Thanks, Dave. That's mine. That's Adoree Jackson.
The USC man, Adoree Jackson. And the Giants are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive.
Good pick, man. Good pick. Good pick.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
I got it.
Now Saquon Barkley, a man who played collegiately here in the Keystone State. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. These two teams, they met earlier in the season in Philly with the Eagles winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Philadelphia to capture the season series.
Check, 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 check. Deuce, 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 deuce.
Second down, here's Barkley again. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
And that's why you see a lot of teams that like to play 4-3 defense, especially against teams that run the ball really well. Because you count on your defensive
This
front and
freestyle,
tackles
right?
in the ends
Yep.
to eat up the blocking in the offensive line and keep that guy in the middle clean so he can roam to the football and make a tackle.
I can do whatever
in this
the
case,
hell
he
I
introduced
want.
himself and said, "Hello, my name is Mike."
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down. Forward Barkley. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Just a yard return there after a punt of 49. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now Franks off the bootleg here. They'll roll him out right. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Sanders. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Sanders. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. From the 10, this is 3rd and goal. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Nate. Damn.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this
That's
far
crazy,
back,
Josh. I
but they're
picked back
going
my
for it
phone
on
back
4th
up, and
and
this
goal.
dude texts me, "Don't expect to win anything in this league."
Now Franks.
That's crazy. He's still typing. That's
Gotcha. Thank you.
And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Second
pick,
interception
Allen.
for him now here in this 1st half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when
Hey,
you haven't
ask
done
him
it
if
before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
If he has he always had to work this hard at being a sore loser? Was he just born that way? Like, what's the deal?
Ready to begin their next drive.
Oh, man.
They'll start out on the ground and shake
Oh, no, bro. Bro, he texted his other paragraph earlier. He said, I hate that this game I love can't even be played for fun because people play like that. Literally isn't football anymore.
Here's a give to Barkley.
Sorry, my gameplay didn't live up to your expectations.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with
crazy.
3rd down and 6 to go.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a
I don't know,
ball
we've
carrier.
all been
And guess
there,
what?
been
You're gonna go back
frustrated.
and tell your
Yeah.
offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep
Say your
carrying,
piece and
thank
move
you.
on, you know.
Dude, this is the texting paragraphs after a loss.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he's taken down, but not before
just got
reaching
hit
the
there.
20.
That's a play that likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going.
Don't advance before I lose my game, man. Chill out now.
No, before you win your game.
Well, I already started mine.
Started
You
what?
can give me a fucking warning if you want to.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
It's the 3rd quarter. Not CPU game.
Well, hey man, that's up to Sully if he decides to text me or not, man.
No, this is in tank.
Oh, speaking of Sully, you know what this man said, bro? He texted me the other day when I told him that when you told me to tell him that it's been handled.
Yeah.
This man is gonna say.
34 yards.
Hold on, let me see. Well, this man gonna say, well, he's in line for multiple rewards and XP off BF stats. Him and his QB loaded now. I didn't even respond, bro. like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, people gotta realize, man, as admin, you can only do so much.
Yeah.
And the running lane's
We
non-existent
can't.
in this first
What do you want us to do at this point?
Like, bro, Jay West is better than even have like a playoff record. I don't
They'll have
think.
to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Shoot, he's in Sully's division. Bro, Jay West is better than 6 and 9. Like, I don't understand why he's
Gets
tripping.
this out to Saquon Barkley. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 36.
Like, Joe Burrow isn't
Well,
even
he
in the
was a
top 3
busy
for
man out of the
quarterback.
backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and
I
often.
don't know.
I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the
Oh,
game
we
plan
can
here.
talk about
Is number 1
So
in wide
from the
receiver.
36 now, 1st and 10.
But still, that ain't...
Feed that man. Feed that man.
Out of the
Hey, but you know who's the second in sacks?
And he's going to take this ahead
At
for right
safety?
around 3 yards, but no
Bobby
more than
Price.
that.
Bobby
Second
Price.
down.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Bobby Price has 19 sacks and 9 tackles for loss.
And make the tackle ultimately. Very nice.
And then the dude above him, Ed Oliver, is a D tackle with 20 sacks and 5 tackles for loss. That's crazy. Good old Bobby Price.
Hey, Dad, that's Bobby Price.
He'll get this one to Galladay.
Let's go, Kenny. Yes.
So, God damn, how did he get that wide open?
Playmaker.
He got rid of him.
I didn't see that. I was in awe of Tua just casually
Nice throw
fucking
there by
rolling
the
out.
second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play you
Tua's
would have
not
made.
slow, isn't he?
Good old
He's
Tua.
Rookie
Yeah,
season
he ain't bad.
is a continuation.
I
of
got
your
him built up
college
pretty
days.
well
A lot
now,
of
man.
One read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in
8
the
play,
pocket a little
94-yard
bit.
drive right there.
Reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a return from deep
Alright,
in
yep.
the end zone.
So let's start making these tabs.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try to get things settled down a little bit.
Good throw, dude. Good throw.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're trying to move the ball.
How does it feel for you and your father to be cold blooded
together some drives?
They find some open field.
Good shit.
You dropping 62 points and your father dropping 60.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but
It
now
was
they got to
basically a
get
pitch
ready. It's
match
first
for
and
this
goal.
year.
Sanders.
I can't help it. It's in her DNA.
I have to be careful. Cook's pretty fucking nice, man. I got carried away with him that last game.
And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
I don't need nobody coming back on me.
Extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From the 6. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Yeah, you don't need to be worried about my shit, Terry.
Oh.
You just need to be worried about that mind of a 9-year-old you got.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them a touchdown their last go around. They said they'd be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The last run got a
I swear to God, man, Cooks is like always the fucking guy.
Talk about Brandon?
Yeah, try different shit. 3 quarters he had 200 and something yards fucking receiving.
It's Dante Pettis. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Good
Fuck computer was getting away with bullshit on top of that.
The alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Alan, don't mind this tag. It's just your game versus Marv. I'm setting channels up on that.
A first down carry for Barkley. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here.
Oh, buddy.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Here we go. Here we go. Watch the safety creep. Check.
From the midfield strike, they'll look
Nice.
to throw.
Good shit, dude.
Pass is intercepted.
I thought I had it.
Picked up by Troy. Eagles will take possession here up at the 44. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise.
Why did it make me jump? Oh my god. I just lost because it made me jump on the freaking railing as I'm shooting. Man.
Wow. Okay.
He is out of bounds inside the 35. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
On first down, here's Franks. Dancing to his left, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Williams, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Who has these?
Left side here to Sanders. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Frank's third down from the gun. He's going to let this one go deep.
Let's go.
Intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the rookie Aaron Robinson. And the Giants are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Keep the pressure.
What he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
Well, there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How do things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Tua. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. Looking to pass. Tua. Open man is Galladay, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Let's go, fellas.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. 64 was Matt Prater's record. This would top that by a yard. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So that would have been something from that distance, but to no avail. Comes up empty as we have reached the intermission. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time.
Forced him into something stupid again.
The rookie Aaron Robinson. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to
how we do it.
at all. And interception.
Can't play offense, but I can play some defense.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Oh, I caught that. Yes.
Complete on the diving effort. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was the tight end. On second down, here's Barkley. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense. And you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Handoff to Barkley on the motion. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35.
What?
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's
Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Buying time to his left.
I threw it right at him. Come on, Allen. You know better than that. Oh.
And the Eagles are going to have it here at the 32-yard line.
I don't know why.
He feels the pressure. Naturally, he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time, he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Escaping the pressure. And my goodness, another interception.
Keep forcing them into mistakes. Keep forcing them into mistakes.
Good shit, Alan.
Good shit. Thank you, man.
25-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
On 1st down, Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Barkley.
Oh, Allen, come on.
Outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Play action, now it's Tua. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. nose kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that can all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Franks. Flush to his right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
Give me that ball, defense. Say.
They're going to try and throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And they need to get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. On 1st and 10, Franks. It's complete.
Good shit, dude.
Touchdown. Brown. His 9th touchdown of the season.
Sure,
and the Eagles are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10.
They're running it.
Now Tua on the bootleg here.
Ah, God damn it.
Intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 30.
I had that as a touchdown. Shit,
and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick-6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right?
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. Look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually,
I thought I had it.
Man on man, and you
Nah,
can
my
trust
play.
yourself and go up and
Hit
down
their own
the
fucking
field and
button.
make a play on the football.
The Giants on third down.
I hate when I do it.
I do it all the
This will
time.
be 3rd and 6. And Ingram hauls it
Go,
in.
go Ingram, go. Go Ingram, go.
And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory.
Boy, he tried to hit sticky and it's fucked up, dude.
Yep.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position?
You've been doing that all
nice
game.
Attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're running for on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he's going to ball his way into the end zone for a Giants touchdown.
Counts as a touchdown pass.
Darius Toney, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front.
Take it.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. Sanders
Good tackle. Come on, Jason.
Gotten a yard, if that. 2nd down. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Another run here with Sanders. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Eagles on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Frank's looking to throw.
Oh, man, I knew that's what he was fucking throwing to.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to
Couldn't
get it
defend
up
it.
past the 45. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Don't get nervous, Striker. 3-3.
A 1st down throw. Here's Franks.
No way.
By Sanders.
Miles Sanders?
Touchdown, Eagles.
No way.
Miles Sanders. His 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Eagles have retaken the lead.
Good old Madden.
That was James Bradbury, my #1 corner. He just lost.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Oh, dang it, bro.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Under 10, under 10, 10.
A handoff to Barkley, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Get him! Get him! Get him! Jim!
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tua. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead.
How did he know I was there?
Both know this is where you need a quarterback.
He jumped right on me.
Not
Saw
just
me.
for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
A ghost on everything.
Operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Alert 3. Check.
From just shy of midfield, Tua being chased out left. Throw left side, complete to Tony.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
0-0, Mike Free. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day on this. It's going to be a long day.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua.
Rush in.
To Barkley on the check down. And he is going to lose yardage here. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Martin Williams in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this nearly intercepted. Probably should have been. Had he caught it, it would have sealed it. Instead, one more chance coming up.
What you do jumping afterwards?
Down 4 late. Gotta go for it here on 4th down.
Ain't nothing I can do about that.
Oh, that's fucking goddamn stupid.
He's gonna let it fly.
Oh, come on.
This is
Oh.
intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at 15. And the Eagles have just
Damn, I
about
thought
sold
you
out
had it.
this football game. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a 1st down and make them use up all of their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the Eagles who got the win on the road, so now they look to finish off the sweep here in Philly. The first carry for Trenton Cannon, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Oh my God.
Third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a
Still
defensive
good
back,
defense, man.
make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Hey, turn it up.
Operating from the gun. Franks.
Let's go.
Look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Fucking win.
Julian Love picks it.
He just threw it.
Trying to push him
Why would he
downfield,
even
and the
go
safety
for it?
bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your
Like
head
that shit
movement,
fucking
your
hurt,
eyes,
man.
sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Power on power, but he's not going to get in. No gain on the play, and it's going to be second and goal. Now here's Hill. He takes it.
He's gonna fall into the end zone.
They've taken the lead late.
That fullback down is so fucking broken.
Right.
Wow. I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but not. You got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so upset they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Gano now, following the touchdown here to
Terrence.
It was power with your D-tap.
Dude, stop calling me that.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback.
Some special kind of stupid or something.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage.
Oh, I had that shit red. I had it red.
I'm detaching your squeaker boy.
Or is it Hail Mary time?
You
Because
squeak when you talk.
down, you don't want to take a shot that you're going to have another play.
We'll see how they
Like a rubber ducky. That's what you sound like when you talk.
Oh,
Completion,
Robert
and now
Terry.
it's second and 10 from the 25-yard line.
But his friends called me a rubber ducky.
He's back to
What's
throw.
wrong with you, dude?
And
Let's
you call
go!
me detach like how stupid that sounds.
Interception.
So you have detachable hands.
Xavier McKinney. The disaster there.
Yeah, and your friend does too.
Good shit, Alan.
Hey, he does.
He deserved to lose that fucking game.
I bet he's the coolest friend you
I
have.
bet Dave was
Exactly.
pissed.
Take care of the football.
I cannot believe he went for it on
Shrug your
4th and
shoulders,
11,
take the
man.
proper slide steps to alleviate some of the pressure.
Golly.
But occasionally, like the one we just saw, sometimes just hold on to the football.
Especially as
Take
terrible
the hit.
as my
Now the
offensive
Eagles will
play.
use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game.
Hey, yo, detach. You trying to play some boys?
And the Giants will kneel
Hey,
here.
I mean, I'm right here too, Terry.
Hey, you're not.
Damn.
Wait,
You asshole.
what are you talking about?
You're an asshole. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't understand what you're talking about, bro.
He said he was trying to get a dev.
He was trying to get a dev game, that's why you
Yeah.
for it?
Victory here for
Well,
the
he
men in
ain't
blue,
get it
the
and
New
he
York
lost the game.
Giants.
Said I gave you that
Gotta
shit. I was
say,
trying to get a
it was the
dev.
defense who had a big part in the W.
Well, without question, when you force 4 turnovers, You get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Giants, the win
Is there
moves them
anything
to
that y'all
8-7
can like
now
fix so
on
y'all
the
can play it at the
year.
same
They'll get
time?
another road test
That's
next week as they head to the Windy City to
Dude,
take
it's
on the Bears.
something about the
Meanwhile, for the
servers with Call of Duty.
Eagles, it's a loss
We
that
went
could
through
wind
this
up hurting a little as
2
they
Call of
fall
Duties
to
ago.
11-4. And
2
they'll try
years
to
ago.
rebound next week on the road
Wow.
in
I
Washington.
don't know, it doesn't make any sense.
So for our
But it has to do with
crew,
like our
alongside Charles Davis, I'm
internet
Brandon
provider
Gordon. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you
and
next time.
the ports and shit like that for Call of Duty.
Oh, alright. Oh, it's time to advance.
Big man. What's up?
See Big Mac?
Nah.
Let me hit this advance right quick, man.
Alright, rubber ducky.
I am so sorry, bro. Relax, stop, bro.
Terry, that's what you sound like. You know, like when you squeeze a rubber ducky, that's what your voice sounds like.
No, it does not. Rubber ducky.
And you know how you scream "Let's go" like in a Madden game, like if you do something good.
Let's go.
This is what it sounds like. It's "Let's go, let's go."
Stop it.
Wow.
Let's fucking go, bro. Come on.
Sound like goddamn
You sound like
Blade on that shit.
Beetlejuice.
Beetle who?
Dude, that voice
You
again.
never heard of Beetlejuice?
Bro, is that like a rock band? Alright, what's so
No,
funny?
goddamn.
That was so good.
Is it a rock band or no?
Again.
Alright, I'm confused now.
Please do it again, Daddy, right now.
Oh, Terry. Oh, Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice. What the? What?
See there, Sling Blade.
Dude, make the voice again.
Jared Goff got a +1 throw power. Ooh.
My name's Terry, and I'm gonna get on it. I'm gonna get on it, you know.
What the?
Hang it up, Terry.
Hey, look at Beetlejuice.